performance, I'll submit myself as, one of the faces of boxing.
Ryan's speed and power will be the main difference there, and I think I do pick Ryan to win.
Ahead of his match with Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia has intensified his training in the gym. He's sharpening his speed, power, and endurance through rigorous mitt work, heavy bag drills, and relentless sparring. Strength training and conditioning push his limits, while mental preparation keeps him focused. Each session brings him closer to peak performance. Ryan Garcia's jab training with Eddie Reynoso ahead of the Romero fight highlights his speed and precision. Under Reynoso's guidance, he refines his technique, delivering quick, powerful jabs with perfect timing. His footwork and head movement enhance his rapid punches, showing he's locked in for an explosive performance.
Esa mera combination. 3. Que le dé la vuelta, que lo pase, turn. And turn.
And then you got the best left.
The best left in the world.
Recognized for having one of the best left hands in the world, Ryan Garcia's training camp is meticulously structured to sharpen his defense and enhance his counterpunching skills. Under the guidance of his father and head trainer, KingRy Garcia, he is focused on securing a decisive victory against the formidable Rolly Romero. Ryan is dedicating extensive sessions to refining his defensive maneuvers, ensuring he can anticipate and neutralize Romero's aggressive attacks with precision. Recognizing his status as a top boxing attraction, Ryan Garcia took the fight with Romero to strengthen his legacy. He sees the spotlight as a privilege and aims to make the most of it. Facing Romero, known for his trash talk and big following, gives him the perfect stage to showcase his skills and expand his audience.
Like, I'm one of the few stars in boxing, so when I got offered that, I said, okay, I'm the man to do it. And I think after this performance, I'll submit myself as, one of the faces of boxing.
Trainer Robert Garcia sees Rolly Romero as great for boxing, drawing fans whether they love or hate him. His bold personality and unpredictable style boost viewership, keeping the sport exciting.
Very subdued, but Robert, again, asking for your trainer expertise, how do you see the fight?
Look, Rolly's is good for boxing, man. People love him. People want to see what he says. Sometimes he's just a weird boy. When he talks,
He brought a pickle. Did you see the pickle?
Sometimes he talks things that doesn't make sense, but people still laugh about it. He laughs about it. People laugh about it. People just want to hear him, and people want to see him compete. I think it's an interesting fight. I think Ryan's speed and power will be the main difference there, and I think I do pick Ryan to win, but it's still interesting. Rolly's always puts up good fights, always puts up good shows, so it's a great fight to watch.
Commentator Andrew Tate has praised Ryan Garcia's hand speed, calling it a key factor against Romero. He believes Garcia's quickness boosts both offense and defense, helping him evade shots and counter effectively. This speed advantage could be crucial in the fight.
Andrew, real quick, so your prediction for Rolly versus Ryan, how do you see that fight going down? Bro, I don't want to disrespect anyone. I want to wish everybody the absolute best. I hope everybody gets in there, has a great time, leaves happy, healthy, a little bit richer. But Ryan's quick, man. I'll just tell you something. Like, I remember from my fight days, I'm a bit old now, but I'm scared of the guy whose hands you can't see. Those are the ones to be afraid of.
So. They're all good fighters, but Ryan's clearly your favorite.
They're all fantastic fighters. Ryan and I are good friends, you know, so we have a personal relationship there. But I don't want to wish disrespect on anybody. Or I don't want to jinx anybody. I just hope everybody has a great time. But I think when you can't see it coming, that's when it hurts.
You're going to be at the fight May 2nd?
I'm going to be at the fight May 2nd unless Ron DeSantis locks me up for fucking nothing. But if not, then I'm going to be at the fight May 2nd. 100%. I'll be right there at the front.
Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero's sparring sessions have drawn attention, with reports praising Garcia's speed and skill. These past encounters offer insights that may shape their fight strategies, with Garcia's adaptability seen as a key advantage. Ahead of the fight, Ryan Garcia is facing a lawsuit from Fano over a contract dispute involving a past bout with Rukia. This legal battle adds complexity to his preparations, requiring him to balance training with offering challenges. The case's outcome could impact his focus and performance.
Have you heard about the latest drama surrounding Ryan Garcia? Apparently, he's facing another lawsuit.
Oh no, what happened this time? He's been in the news a lot lately, and not always for the right reasons.
Well, Fanmio, the exhibition fight promoter, is suing him for breach of contract. They claim he backed out of a scheduled fight against Rukia Ampo.
That's not good. How is this going to affect his upcoming fight? Isn't he supposed to face Rolly Romero soon?
Yeah, he's set to fight Romero on May 2nd. His promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, will have to deal with this lawsuit while preparing for that bout. It's definitely adding some extra pressure to the situation.
Wow, talk about bad timing. I hope this doesn't derail Garcia's career. He's such a talented boxer, but these legal issues could really hurt his reputation and future opportunities.
Rolando Romero dismissed Ryan Garcia's claim of an easy fight, citing his limited top-level experience. He also questioned Garcia's focus on boxing, adding tension to their rivalry.
You know, you're facing Ryan Garcia. You know, I heard you in an interview talk about I'm just going to punch him really hard in the face, and that's just how the fight's going to go. But you're not predicting a brawl. You're not predicting, you know, a chess match of sorts. You're just saying, I'm just going to hit him hard in the face. Can you try and break down a game plan for us of how that's going to work and how you plan on knocking him out?
By hitting him in the face really hard.
You can't give us no secrets at all?
I mean, that's the secret.
That's the secret?
Yeah.
Okay. When I was talking to Ryan last week, we talked about your sparring session a couple years, all those years ago, and he was saying how he doesn't feel like you've evolved as a fighter over the last couple years, and he feels like you're going to be a very easy fight and to be easily knocked out. What is your response to that?
I don't feel he evolved as a fighter.
No?
He does the same shit. So, yeah. I mean, it's got him far, but it didn't work on me, so.
Based on what you've been seeing through his career the last couple years with Tank, Duarte, Haney, how did you come to that opinion?
Wait. We'll forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
Evolve as a fighter. I started boxing. When I sparred him, I was only boxing for 3 years. No, 4 years at the time.
You didn't have a really deep amateur background,
I started
right?
boxing at 17.
Okay. And Ryan was a national, like a multinational
Yeah,
champ?
started boxing like 5 or something. Damn, it took him that long to evolve somewhat. I'm very impressed. He still hasn't been champion though.
Fair enough.
And the only times that he's ever had the opportunity to be champion was with Gervonta, but instead of trying to sacrifice the extra pound and trying to make 135, he decided not to. And then with Devin, who we clearly know he didn't even try to. He doesn't want to be and he wants to be a model.
Coach Kenny Ellis believes Ryan Garcia may face fewer challenges against Rolly Romero than he did against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He argues that Garcia's experience with Cruz's relentless style has prepared him well, but warns that Romero's power is still a serious threat.
The one, Garcia. But I think Pitbull will give him more problems than Rolly, though.
So you believe that the Rolly Romero fight for Ryan Garcia would be an easier match?
Yeah, you know, Rolly allergic to left hooks, man. In the gym, in the ring, so he's going to get hit with a left hook. We all know that from Ryan Garcia. So as soon as he lands a good left hook, it's over for Rolly.
Do you feel like they're picking on Rolly's vulnerability at this point in time of his career?
I think they know that it's just a matter of time before it's over with for him. So, you know, give him a payday. He deserves it, you know. He deserves it.
What you think about gearing up the promotion? Obviously, they had a sparring match that went viral. It seemed like Rolly had some good moments in that sparring clip. What do you think about the gear up? Press conference, just that fight selling itself.
It's good promotion. That's where the fight gonna go too. I think the first couple rounds he gonna have some good moments. Over them 8-ounce gloves on, it ain't gonna go but so far.
You favor Ryan Garcia. By how?
Star boxer Ryan Garcia has tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance both the day before and on the day of a surprising victory over Devin Haney last month. This news comes from a letter by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. The testing samples were collected prior to the fight, but the results only surfaced afterward.
Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Teofimo, and they're going to do a show in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah, putting Ryan on there is kind of smart. That's right there. But then it's a solid match. Listen, Rolly and Ryan's an interesting fight because Rolly's hit or miss, bro. Rolly sometimes looks like where'd you find this guy off the corner, but sometimes he performs. There's a sparring session with Ryan and Rolly on YouTube where it looks like Rolly's doing pretty well in there. I'm curious about that fight. Rolly's back against the wall. He's got to perform. Everybody's curious about Ryan coming back. You got Devin Haney on the undercard against Ramirez. He's in court with Ryan. What happens if they cross paths at the weigh-in, even though they're not fighting each other? Solid call.
I think if that's what makes the fight interesting. That's what I'm saying, basically. That's what makes it interesting, is that, wow, this guy is coming into the ring with one attribute of great skills. This guy's coming to the ring with another side of attribute of great skills. So I think it's going to be a great, exciting fight. Unexpected. We don't know who's going to win. It's no high end, so this what makes great fights. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their great expectations of what Ryan could do. We have great expectations of what Rolly could do. You know what I'm saying? Ryan probably has more higher expectations, but the style and the power of Rolly Romero, nobody could go to sleep. Think about it. The power and the style of Rolly Romero, there's nobody that can go to sleep on this. Nobody. There's no way. No way.
Who do you favor?
I'm still undecided right now. I'm gonna let this fight get a little closer. As they get closer, I'll be able to, pencil in on who's doing what, around the weigh-in time. Because you get to see pause, you get to see the body. You know what I'm saying? The body don't lie. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that could put on abs. There's nobody that, nobody that could put on six packs and ripped up and cut and chisel. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that on. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what can I say? So once we get alert and check all that out, then we'll be able to see who, how the weight is made. You know what I'm saying? The face expressions of making the weight. Was he depleted? Do he look like, he ready one foot in and one foot out? Or is he's still looking, solid? So all of that plays a part.
Dre, today I want to get with you and get your insight on the matchup between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. How do you see that fight? Well, if and when that fight go down, man, I really don't care about either of the two. Rolly he too much for me, right? And Ryan has a lot of potential, but at the same time, I just ain't feeling him too much. Yeah, so Ryan has all of the talent, right? Formal, the boy can execute. He's not scared. You see what he did when he got in there with Tank, leading up to the knockout, right? Rolly has a big mouth and has the mentality to back it up. I honestly don't feel like that'll be enough. I think Ryan, especially the last fight with Tank, grew a lot since then, and I see him, if that fight ever takes place, taking Ryan.
Not a pretty win for Rolly Romero, but he did call out Ryan Garcia, which I think it's a fight that should happen. I think it's important for both these fighters to make that fight happen. Right now, both of them are kind of like trendy, hot names. And to be honest with you, we don't know if Ryan Garcia or Rolly Romero are really at that elite level to compete with someone like Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, like those guys. I think those are top dogs in their divisions, and it's just like, if they're really not that good, people are going to start to discover that in future fights. If they make this fight pretty soon, then you ideally knock off or you beat a top contender, a big name.
A couple months from now, you got the fight we've been talking about for years. Ryan Garcia is finally here. Does it feel surreal?
It ain't real until it's in the ring. Who knows? He might have an anxiety attack. We don't know.
Well, the last time the Schmo spoke with you, we're being respectful for his situation.
It seems like he's actually going through some real. He's trying to call for help and nobody's trying to help him. And there's still a lot of respect there between both of us. He did something good for the sport of boxing. He beat to death.
Hits harder, Ryan Garcia with his left hook or Rolly Romero? Gervonta Tank Davis fought both of them.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. People be sleeping on Rolly. Rolly can hit, bro. Like, he can hit. He's the only person I felt like when he swung, felt like bricks were going good. And Rolly put out the upset. I don't want to say that's crazy, but yeah, hopefully, for sure, somebody.